Ladies and gentlemen, the credits just rolled on Far Cry 6. I've accumulated 45 hours inside this open world 6th mainline entry in the Far Cry series. And boy, oh boy, do I have some feelings. There are some things that I don't like. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. But with that being said, if this is your first time here, I am your host, Dead Metal of Dead Metal Media. I welcome you to join the Brotherhood. Join the Dead Metal Militia, my official fan club. Make sure you smash the like button. Absolutely obliterate the subscribe button. Share all this to your friends, family, even your extended and estranged family, the father that you haven't talked to for the last 30 years, your uncle's cousin who you saw once at a wedding, your cousin's, brother's, sister's, great-grandma. She needs to be seeing this video. You know damn good and well she's considering whether to buy the 6th installment in the Far Cry series. We need to get this video out. Now, I don't like to make my people wait. Those of you who are a returning audience, you know that I bring you the fast, the hard-hitting, and the often controversial content right slam in your face. We don't waste time around here with ads, bumpers, or telling you that you need to do all this nonsense. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Far Cry 6. Some of the early previews are calling it a return to form, and to go a step further, the best Far Cry has ever been. Others are calling it a shameful cash-in attempt on a once great franchise that has simply lost track of what it once was. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. What did I, Dead Metal, the one and only host of Dead Metal Media, think of Far Cry 6? I mean, to put it plain and simple, to be as honest with you as I possibly can, it actually hurts me to say this. It brings pain to my body, and my vocal cords don't want to produce what I'm about to say, but Far Cry 6 is easily the biggest pile of trash that I have seen thus far. It is literal regurgitated pig slop. If this was food, I would not feed it to my fucking dog. And guys, this isn't a surprise, right? I was calling this shit 5 months ago when they showed the reveal trailer before its, 2 or 3 delays. This game doesn't look good. It's for complete morons who lack the IQ, who lack the intelligence, who lack the mental capacity to identify a franchise that should have been shot in the fucking head, killed, taken out back, and buried 4 installments ago, never to be resurrected. And those of you Far Cry 5 fanboys who are angrily typing comments, you had to click away from your porn and you're unloading something else instead of hot semen gel, you're unloading anger and angst into my comment section. Why don't you take your finger off the keys and listen to what I'm saying? Because I can personally guarantee you it is the truth. Far Cry has been trash since Far Cry 3. Yeah, I said it. Don't at me, Far Cry fanboys. This is the most overrated franchise I have ever seen, and this is coming from Ubisoft, the king of the copy and paste development cycle, the king of the monetized skins, weapons, and whatever God knows else we can come up with cycle. The same developers, the same lazy millennial scumbags who are charging you, the consumer, charging you for a Frankenstein Borderlands / Hitman injection into the Far Cry universe. In what world does that make sense? In what world is that what the gamers are asking for? Folks, it boils down to one simple point. This franchise should have been killed back in 2012. Far Cry 3 was a joke. Far Cry 2 is one of the greatest games ever made. You could get malaria in that game. It had dark undertones, the drug war. It was just so in your face. It was gritty. It was realistic. And you actually felt the impact of the environment. It was so atmospheric. Then came along Far Cry 3. They dumbed it down for the filthy casuals who ate that shit up like candy. And they loved Voss, the villain Voss. The same Voss who got killed 2/3 of the way through the game to make room for a villain that nobody remembered at all. Absolutely 10 out of 10 storytelling. Absolute perfection of narrative structure, Ubisoft. You clowns are so far gone, the joke isn't even funny anymore. But then you, yes you, the listener, dear viewer, continue to buy these trash games. There's one thing about Ubisoft that is a universal fact. They're not going to pump out sequels unless they're getting theirs. All right? And you fucking idiots actually continue to buy the products. You morons plopped down dollar bills, you wrote out checks, and you punched in credit card numbers to continue funding these pieces of dilapidated dog shit. So not only did we get another follow-up to Far Cry 3, we got Far Cry 4, which was literally a copy and paste job with some mountains thrown in, with some snow for good measure. We got Far Cry Primal. Cut back on the English voice actors. We farmed that shit out to third world countries, and you bought that trash. What was next? Oh, gee, how about Far Cry 5? The single most disappointing single-player campaign I have ever experienced. Oh, and then we got our own Far Cry Primal and Far Cry New Dawn, because these little in-between games, well, we figure we can milk some more out of your wallet by dumping those out every few years. They did the same with Blood Dragon. Everybody likes to harp on Blood Dragon. I have never seen a more egregious ripoff and bastardization of cyberpunk 80s retro throwback themes than that piece of dilapidated trash. That piece of dog shit known as Far Cry Blood Dragon. I will never touch that game with a 10-foot pole. I will never touch that game with a 10-foot pole. And if you were smart, you wouldn't touch Far Cry 6 with any ounce of deliberation, with any ounce of intent, with any ounce of expectation, because Ubisoft have proven time and time again they are the king of hype and the absolute fools of the industry. Someone get them their clown makeup, get them their white face paint, the red rubber nose, and the rainbow wig, folks, because these clowns are lining the game shelves. They believe in quantity over quality. But the real punchline is they're making millions doing it, and you clowns are the fucking punchline to their joke. How sad.